way to Centennial Farms in lovely Augusta, Missouri for some apple picking this morning. Nothing special, no fancy festivals or anything like that, just good old-fashioned time on the farm. So come along with me and we'll see what kind of fall fun we can get up to today.
Your destination is on the right.
Quick look around here. They got this is why I like coming to these kind of places. They've got these things. The absolute classic. But they do these wonderful jobs of making like Halloween themes for their places. These little orchards and stuff. They get a skeleton horseman over there. So here's what we're here to do. Restrooms down that way. Entry fee check-in stands up this way, so we're gonna go look for that real quick. And I don't know if it's pointing this way or we're gonna figure it out. We gotta pay our entry fee first before we do anything else here. And it's a little bright, so I'm trying not to have you right in the sun. Let's see if I can figure out how to pay for what I'm doing here before I start doing it. And I got a hayride and everything else here. I got this really cool tree. Yeah, this is a pretty cool place, so we're gonna check it out. Okay, so okay, so a little update on the apples situation. Apparently a lot of the places around here in these orchards had a pretty massive frost this spring, and they didn't get much in the way of apples. If you're wondering what I was doing right there, I picked up some trash. But we're gonna go pumpkin picking instead, since these places didn't have much in the way of apples. And I'm kind of sad for them, you know. All these farmers, a lot of these orchards rely on this kind of stuff. But this place is great. It has all these vintage Halloween. That's why that's why I picked this specific place. And this isn't like a big, you know, it's pretty cool to see all the pumpkins they've got up there. We might go look at those too, but we'll look on the vine. It's always the fun part. Man, this is really cool though. Just this place, I picked this place specifically because I know it's not like a big commercial one, and I like supporting the little family farms better. Like, big commercial farms are fine and all, but you gotta really, you know, this is what it's all about. This is the fall. So I want to get a few pumpkins this year. I've got some ideas, particularly spooky ideas. There's a little white one over here. Let's go have a look at that. You know, I feel like I'm getting out here way late in the season, but I'm really not. It's still pretty early. Actually, we need a very round pumpkin for one of the things I want to do. And I might also carve one, but that one's not. Yeah, unfortunately. So this is real pumpkin hours with holiday cheer. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It wouldn't sit very flat though. I did like these ones over here. Look, this is prime pumpkin time here. I think. We're gonna get a few this year. I might get a couple big orange ones, and definitely this here, and I can't pick it up because there we go. Put that in our wagon. We'll do a little bit of looking around further. Yeah, might be kind of a rough year for a lot of these places. I like all the little blue flowers too. Weird dogs. We just try to be a good neighbor and a good friend, you know. I do my best because these people, this is their livelihood, right? Let's see what we can find out in the back patch here. It's not a super big, like I said, this place I'm at is called Centennial Farms, and it's in Augusta, Missouri. It's a relatively small place, but they put up these nice vintage Halloween decorations, and they just put on a good show. Huh. Look at this. That is what I would call a pumpkin. That's flat on the one side. That'd be a good carving pumpkin. If we're gonna carve a pumpkin. And then we need like a really like round one. We might go up there and look at what they've got for the other purpose I need. But this pumpkin here, I think, is I don't have a knife or anything, so I'm gonna have to probably work on this, and we'll get back with you when we've picked our pumpkins. Okay, so we got our 3 pumpkins here, and you'll see how my process develops as the time goes on. But let's go back out and do a little looking at the what they got going on up in the store and everything else that we're doing here today. There's some other folks finally out here picking. I don't feel quite so much like I'm intruding on someone's privacy by like being the only person here at their farm. Yeah, a little sad, like I said, for these farms. And if you live in an area where there are local farms, I strongly encourage you to get out and have an adventure. Especially if you've never done it before, these places do hay rides. They sell all sorts of wonderful things in their stores, and they're just good pillars of the community. You should definitely try to support these little farms, especially on years like this when we've had weather that's impacted a crop. That's absolutely the most important time to support local business and support farm families. And I guess that's my pitch. We're gonna go take a look. They've got decorated over here too. Let's see if we get ourselves something delicious and nutritious. They've got these decorations up all along their barn here, and I really find it appealing. It's even a dinosaur. Spooky Shadow Rex. He's spooky. He's part of the scariest things that we got going on here. Go in the entrance, and we'll go in their little store. They got little gourds and all kinds of cool stuff. Like I said, if you live in the St. Louis area, the Centennial Farm is absolutely a great place to go. A little idea of what they got at places like this. This is really good. I recommend pumpkin butter and all that. Got an inflatable candy corn man out there. But yeah, it's a cute little country store with all the things you could possibly want. Yeah, that's important to remember. So we're getting ourselves some things here today. But yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff here. Little pumpkins for your decorative needs and everything like that. So here we are in lovely Augusta. We're gonna turn too much. We're gonna go check out Augusta. I think if I just go this way. Orchards. I was thinking about driving through Augusta. We probably should have went into town, but let's see. Orchards. Never been to Augusta actually. I've been around Augusta. I've seen a lot of Augusta. I was interested in this little antique store up here. We're gonna look at their city. Oh, they got a little scarecrow guy out front of their school. Let's take a little drive around. Check out this little town and see what it's got to offer. There's wineries here. It's it's kind of like a downtown. But this is the kind of places I absolutely love. I want to go. I might have to actually remind myself where that winery or that antique store is. We're just doing a little drive around town here. We're doing a little bit of filming. We're checking out some stuff. These folks. These are good folk. Here there are good folk. The rest can go to the city. That's a Magic the Gathering card. The Folk of Anhava. One of my favorite Magic the Gathering cards. But yeah, this is a pretty cool little town. Tells me to go back that way for 94. The Emporium. Just wasting a little bit of time. They've got a bed and breakfast here. The Lindenhof. Well, I tell you, that's a place with a lot of apples. And they got places named Hoof. It's definitely like some sort of Hoffman's Gas and Gator. There's a monk there. Spooky people over here. It's the spooky beetles, actually. It's the bloody beetles. I'm not going that way. I'm going to go this way. I want to go back to the way we came. Right, we're going to go to the antique store now. The Gas and Gator. It's got a gator in it. There's one gator. I probably will cut out all the talking during this part and just play some music. Why would I want to chat and talk to everybody, tackle over everybody, tackle? Little towns, and you go back in there and stuff. This is where you get into trouble. Some nice stuff though. Bike trail stuff here too as well. This is I'm just trying to film the whole town because they got a lot of scarecrows, a lot of stuff going on. Root. I don't know what root is, but there's root. This whole place just kind of gives me those vibes. I don't know. This gives me night in the woods vibes. It really does. Stop up over here and enjoy the antique store if it's open. Might as well take a quick look. Because nothing's like it was in the lights. Stone Ledge Antiques. Well, as we bid the town of Augusta, Missouri, and its apple orchards and wineries and beautiful country scenery goodbye, I do want to thank you for coming along with me on this witching hour adventure and for tuning in to my channel and checking out everything this year. There's a lot to see and do out there in your neck of the woods for the fall. So get out there and enjoy some fall flavor. Don't just sit at home and be in front of your computer watching YouTube videos. I highly recommend that you and yours have a nice on them. And we'll see you on down the trail.